All right, we're going to be talking about walkie talkies. Not all about every walkie talkie, but maybe walkie talkies similar to this type of walkie talkie. I'm actually going to do an experiment. Either going to buy it online, one just like this, or go to these garage sales and see if I can pick up some cheap walkie talkies. Uh, if you see right here, it's got a Morse code thing on there, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I don't care if it's got Morse code on there or not, but it's just the packaging is what I'm looking for. Um, you notice it's got a flip antenna. A lot of the kid walkie talkies used to have the flip antenna. Very short range, but I'm going to try an experiment. Um, we're going to look on the back of this walkie talkie. We're going to look at the actual frequency, what it says on there, what it's listed. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to try to do on this for this walkie talkie. Let's look at the back of the walkie talkie itself. Alright, this is the back. This is a screenshot of the back of the walkie talkie we just showed you. It's not the complete back, it's just the most important part, the identification information that you need. If you notice right here, it says the frequency is 49.860 megahertz. A lot of the kids' walkie talkies transmitted on either 49.860, 49.830, and 49.845 mostly. These were the three frequencies in the 49 megahertz band. What I'm going to do as an experiment, and these have both a transmit crystal and a receive crystal. This is the transmit crystal, 49.860. I'm going to open up the walkie talkie, and it actually takes two screws. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. And I'm going to remove the transmit crystal, and I'm going to replace it with either a channel 19 or a channel 14 CB crystal as an experiment. I'm also going to take the antenna out of it, the floppy antenna, and replace it with one of those telescoping antenna, which might extend the range of it. It may not work, this experiment, but I think it may work. And all you have to do is locate the transmit crystal and the receive crystal inside this walkie-talkie. Take a soldering iron, take the crystals out, heat it on the back of the prongs, take it out, and just simply buy CB crystals. I'm actually gonna purchase a channel 19 crystals, both the transmit and receive crystal, and then just resolder it with those frequencies on this walkie-talkie and see if it'll work. I'm not saying it will work. I'm just saying it as an experiment. I'm going to try and see if it works. And those and it's not hard. It's really not hard once you do it once and are successful. Taking the crystals out with a soldering iron and putting it back in. It's not hard once you learn how to do it. It's not hard to replace the little connection point for the 9-volt battery, and also the antenna. The antennas are easy to replace too. All you have to do is just open up the guts in these walkie-talkies, and they have a set screw inside of it, usually a Phillips screw, and it's got like a wire with a little thing in it, and it's like got a hole in it, and the screw goes in the hole. It's real simple. Once you unscrew it, and you just stick the antenna inside there and screw it back in there. It's not hard once you know what you're doing. But we're going to try this experiment in the near future, and then we're going to show what we did, and we're going to test it out and see if it actually works. I'm hoping, and cross our fingers, I'm hoping this will work. Again, this is the front of the walkie-talkie, and like I said, we're going to try to get one very similar to this type. They made a whole bunch of these kid walkie-talkies that look similar to this, They had the usually they had the orange tip on top of the floppy antenna. Most of them did, and they basically used the same technology. It had a flip antenna. Um, I got several of those little flip antennas, but what I was going to do is I was going to take this out, and they could be put back in place if need be. I was going to take this one off if I get a walkie-talkie like this and replace it with one of those telescoping antennas that goes out a little bit. And then getting on the back of it, I'm going to change the frequency of it from 49.860 on this one. I buy one similar to this, and I'm going to put the probably either channel 14 or channel 19. Channel 19 is mostly used, and I'll replace it with a channel 19 crystals. And hopefully this experiment will work. And then in a future video, we will actually show what I did. We will actually show the actual walkie-talkie like this, which are not intended to be transmitted on CB walkie-talkie frequency, but we're going to modify it and see if it works. Hopefully it'll work. Even if it's short range, I think it will still work. And with an antenna, it could extend the range a little bit. All right, this is the actually channel 19 crystals that I was going to do the experiment on. You see right here that the transmit crystal and the receive crystal. We're going to turn it on the side so you can see the frequencies that we're going to do this, either that walkie-talkie that we're showing or another walkie-talkie. Alright, here's another view of the channel 19 crystals. Transmit frequency is 27.185, and the receive crystal frequency is 26.730. And as I said before, we plan on purchasing these crystals and then open up the guts of the walkie-talkie, the one we just showed, or a very similar one to that, and just basically unsolder the ones that's in there, take them out, and put these crystals in its place in this experiment. And hopefully this will work out. Hopefully we can convert it from a 49.860 megahertz crystal to a 27.185 channel 19 crystal and transmit on CB frequencies. I'm hoping this will work.